On a warm September day, his melody wandered through the square like a bird that lost its way. People slowed to listen, shopkeepers smiled from their doors, even the harbor breeze seemed gentler than it had been before. You closed your eyes to hear it better, while sunlight touched your hair, and all the noise around us faded, leaving only music there. The fountain scattered silver diamonds across the afternoon, while somewhere beyond the seawall a fairy hummed its tune. The violin by the fountain played something old and sweet, a song that made the whole town feel a little more complete. The violin by the fountain still echoes through the years, carrying summer afternoons back to my ears. When the final note had faded, the crowd slowly moved along, but something of that melody stayed with us all day long. Music leaves without a footprint, yet never truly goes. The violin by the fountain still plays inside my heart whenever I remember that square. The music starts, the notes drift on across the bay. Before the lanterns were lit, the harbor belonged to dusk. The sky carried shades of violet, and the sea carried trust. The fishermen had all returned, their work laid gently aside. and evening stood waiting patiently along the tide. You and I walked through the square as shopkeepers closed for the day. The smell of herbs and fresh bread still lingered on our way. A child chased a paper windmill down the cobbled avenue, and every little thing around us felt somehow made anew. Before the lanterns were lit, before the stars appeared, the world seemed suspended between wonder and years. Before the lanterns were lit, we had everything we needed. The sea, the sky, a quiet walk, and a heart completely seated. No orchestra was playing, no fireworks filled the air, yet beauty gathered everywhere. Without announcing it was there. Perhaps that's how happiness works, not loud enough to demand, but gentle enough to remain long after we understand. Before the lanterns were lit, a perfect evening began, not with a grand event, but with your hand in my hand. Twilight falls, the sea grows still. Peach trees stood beyond the harbor, covered in the warmth of June. Their branches moved with ocean breezes beneath a lazy afternoon. We walked along the winding pathway, watching sunlight touch the leaves. The sea below kept shining softly, like a secret it believed. Peach trees near the shore, golden in the light, holding little pieces of summer through the day and night. Peach trees near the shore, growing wild and free, like the sweetest moments of our lives beside the sea. The sky grew softer toward evening, the harbor settled into gold, and every leaf seemed full of stories, waiting to be told. The world slowed down enough for us to hear the breeze. Peach trees near the shore still bloom inside my soul. Whenever summer calls my name, across the waters roll. The branches sway, the memories stay. Nobody knew exactly when he came, or where he disappeared at night. But every evening near Pier 7, his piano filled the light. The instrument was old and weathered, its paint worn thin by salt and years. Yet every note he played carried something deeper than the ears. The harbor paused to listen, the cafe softened all their noise. The sea itself seemed slower, moving gently with his voice. You'd close your eyes and smile whenever he began to play, as if the music held a doorway to a better kind of day. The pianist near Pier 7 turned evenings into gold with melody that sounded somehow ancient and yet untold. The pianist near Pier 7 made the harbor feel alive, like every wave and every lantern moved in perfect time. One night the moon was hanging low above the sleeping bay, and every soul upon the waterfront seemed gathered by his play. The stars reflected on the water, the breeze carried every refrain, and for a little while the world forgot its worries and its pain. Music cannot stop the seasons or keep the years from passing through, but it can make a single moment feel forever new. The pianist near Pier 7 still plays inside my heart, long after summer evenings end. His songs remain apart, the notes drift out across the sea. The crowd had gone an hour earlier. The table stood mostly bare. Only a few lanterns remained glowing in the cool Mediterranean air. The owners stacked the final chairs and wiped the counter one last time, but smiled and let us stay a little longer, as if he understood the night. The sea was darker than velvet, the marina quiet and still. Only the sound of distant water moving beyond the hill. We talked about old dreams and future days, about places we'd never seen, and all the things that matter most in the spaces in between. The night we stayed until closing time, the world felt wonderfully small. Just two hearts and a harbor sleeping beyond the cafe wall. The night we stayed until closing time, no clock could measure what it gave. A few more hours of simple living that memory chose to save. Eventually the lanterns faded. The owner locked the final door. Yet neither one of us felt ready to end the evening there. So we walked beside the seawall, watching moonlight on the tide, and carried that quiet happiness home with us inside. Some nights don't become memories later. They feel like memories while they're happening. The night we stayed until closing time still shines beyond the years, like a harbor lantern in the distance, steady and clear. The chairs were stacked, the sea remained, and so did we. He played beside the harbor fountain every evening just before sunset, an old guitar against his shoulder, and melodies nobody could forget. He never asked for much attention, never sang a word too loud, yet somehow every note he borrowed found its way into the crowd. You always smiled when he started playing, as if greeting an old friend again. The sea breeze carried every chorus across the roofs and through the lane. The children danced around the fountain, the old couple slowed their pace, and for a little while the whole town seemed softer in the face. The street musician knew every love song, every story the heart could tell, songs about beginnings and forever, and quiet places where memories dwell. The street musician knew every love song, yet somehow played them all brand new, as if every melody was written on a summer night for you. When darkness settled on the harbor, he packed away the evening sound, but the songs remained among the lanterns long after he left town. Some people leave behind recordings, others leave behind a feeling. The street musician knew every love song, and though the years have drifted through, whenever I hear a guitar near the ocean, I still think of him and you. One last chord, one last breeze. One morning the harbor seemed quieter than anyone could recall. The fishing boats remained at anchor, the streets were calm and small. A blanket of summer haze hung softly on the bay, as though the town had chosen to rest a little longer that day. The cafes opened slower, the baker sang while sweeping floors, the newspaper boy took his time, stopping at familiar doors. You arrived with fresh carnations, wrapped in simple paper twine, and sat beside the open water beneath the morning shine. The day the harbor slept late, everything moved slow, like a song that didn't want to end, or a tide that wouldn't go. The day the harbor slept late, the world felt light and free, and every hour seemed made for us beside the summer sea. The sunlight climbed above the rooftops, the market found its voice. Yet even then the town continued to take its time by choice. We watched the blue horizon stretch endlessly ahead, while gulls painted lazy circles above our heads. Some days aren't meant for chasing, they're meant for simply being. The day the harbor slept late still lives inside my heart, a quiet gift from summertime that never fell apart. The harbor wakes, but slowly, like a dream. White linen dancing in the breeze upon the balcony above. The sea below was sparkling bright, like an invitation to love. The morning market filled the square with peaches, flowers, bread and wine, and every bell from distant churches seemed perfectly in time. You wore your favorite summer shirt, the one as light as ocean foam, and every step along the harbor made the whole town feel like home. A fisherman repaired his net beneath the shade of olive trees. The world seemed stitched together by sunlight and the sea. White linen summer floating through the air, like a gentle song remembered anywhere. White linen summer, golden, soft and free, like the kind of days that stay with us long after they leave. The afternoon stretched endlessly across the rooftops and the bay. No one seemed in any hurry to let the daylight slip away. Children chase their paper kites above the waterfront below, and every face around us carried a peaceful glow. Perhaps happiness is simple, perhaps we've always known it lives inside these quiet days we never truly own. White linen summer, may you never disappear. For every time I close my eyes, I find you waiting here. Summer breeze, white linen, blue sea. The evening breeze carried rosemary from gardens on the hill, mixing with the scent of sea salt as the harbor grew still. Tables filled the narrow terrace overlooking water blue, and every lantern seemed to glow a little brighter next to you. A waiter balanced silver trays while music floated through the square. An old crooner sang softly, like he belonged to the air. The moon appeared above the marina, the waves began to shine, and every ordinary second felt suspended in time. Rosemary and sea salt drifting through the night, turning little moments golden in the fading light. Rosemary and sea salt, simple, warm and true, like every beautiful memory I've ever made with you. The last boats rocked against their moorings, the town slowed gently toward sleep, yet the sea continued whispering promises it meant to keep. The finest evenings never hurry, they arrive and softly stay. Rosemary and sea salt still linger in my soul, like summer nights beside the harbor that never really grow old. The sea breathes slow, the lanterns glow. Nobody noticed him arriving through the busy harbor square. He carried an old accordion and a smile worn by the years. He found a spot beneath a fig tree near the fountain by the bay, then opened up the weathered case and slowly started to play. The first notes drifted through the market, soft as sunlight after rain. Conversations grew a little quieter. People smiled without explaining. Children spun around in circles. Old couples held their hands. And for a while the whole town moved to rhythms no one planned. When the accordion began to play, the afternoon changed its name. The harbor seemed a little warmer, though everything stayed the same. When the accordion began to play, time loosened its hold, and every heart became a little lighter, every story gently told. You closed your eyes to hear it better, while the sea breeze crossed your hair. And all at once the world felt fuller than any dream could dare. Music doesn't stop the years or hold the tide at bay, but sometimes it can teach the heart how beautiful today can be. When the accordion began to play, the moment turned to gold, and somewhere in that simple tune, a lifetime quietly unfolded. The music fades, the feeling stays forever. was a table near the seawall, no larger than a dream. Paint chips softly at the corners by years of salt and wind. Every season people gathered, then slowly moved along. But every summer somehow found us right where we belonged. Morning coffee, evening stories, shared beneath the fading sky. Watching sailboats draw white signatures where sea and sunlight lie. The waiter knew our favorite orders before we even spoke, and every chair around us carried fragments of old jokes. A table reserved for summer, waiting by the sea, holding all the quiet happiness life offered you and me. A table reserved for summer, faithful through the years, keeping safe our little moments like treasures kept sincere. The seasons turned like pages turning. Autumn came and winter passed, yet every year the harbor whispered that nothing good ends fast. Some places earn a place inside us without ever asking why. A small cafe beside the ocean, beneath a Mediterranean sky. A table reserved for summer, still waiting by the shore. And every time I think about it, I love the world a little more. The sea returns, the summer stays, the memory lives. There was a bell above the cafe door that rang 100 times a day. announcing every sailor, every dreamer who happened to pass that way. The owner never fixed its creaking, though everyone offered to try. He said perfection wasn't needed for beautiful things to survive. Every ring became a memory of faces drifting through the years, young lovers sharing afternoons, old friends trading stories and beers. The sea breeze wandered through the doorway, bringing salt and distant song, and every customer who entered felt somehow they belonged. The bell above the cafe door still echoes in my mind, calling back forgotten summers that time could never hide. The bell above the cafe door, a simple melody, marking all the little moments that became eternity. You always smiled when it would rain, and glanced toward whoever came in, as if every stranger carried a story waiting to begin. Perhaps that's why I love that place more than any place before, because life kept arriving gently through that weathered wooden door. Not every song needs violins, not every memory needs fame. Sometimes a little bell is enough to keep a moment's name. The bell above the cafe door still rings somewhere inside, whenever summer finds the sea and brings back the tide. Ring once more for yesterday. That summer started like the others, blue water, sunlight, crowded piers, But somewhere between June and August, we discovered something rare. We stopped rushing toward tomorrow, stopped measuring the passing days, and learned how beautiful life looked when nothing needed to be chased. We spent long mornings near the harbor, watching fishing boats return, talking about books we'd never finish, and places we'd never need to earn. The afternoon stretched like open roads, without an ending we could see, and somehow doing almost nothing became everything to me. The summer we learned to stay still taught us what the sea already knew, that not every wave hurries to the shoreline, and not every sky must turn blue. The summer we learned to stay still wasn't trying to impress, it simply showed us how much joy can live inside a little less. Years later, when the world grows louder, I return there in my mind to a harbor where time moved slowly, peace was easy to find. The greatest luxury isn't distance, it's having nowhere else to be. The summer we learned to stay still, still lingers in the air, like salt upon an old sea jacket, or sunlight in your hair. The tide rolls in, the tide rolls out. No hurry,